Hello everyone and welcome back to Passion Sundays, the best way to end the week and start another. Our guest today is the co-founder and CEO of one of the fastest growing media companies and the coolest conference around, Step Conference. Ray, thank you very much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
I really appreciate it. I mean, you guys are doing phenomenal work around here. I'm interested to know where all this success started.
It started way back 5 years ago and basically an art gallery. So we started with kind of wanting to create a different experience for attendees when they're in a workshop setting, in a conference setting. So we're like, okay, let's try to have the setting be an art gallery. And I was still studying at the time, so and the experience really is what made a difference, and that's what's been kind of the main fundamental factor in addition to community. So what we were able to do over the last 5 years is mix community with experience, and then with that we have our super fans that really enabled us to get where we are today and triple and quadruple year on year. I mean, we've went from, like I said, a small room to have 4,000 or 5,000 people attending the conference, and another 3,000 or 4,000.
All started in an art gallery.
All started in a small space, yeah. And then this was in Beirut, and I moved to Dubai, and we did the first event in a place called Make Business Hub, which was like a co-working space. We did the first event there, and then we kind of also we're growing year on year after that. But again, as the focus has been the community, the experience that we give to people, keeping the bar high, and every year introducing something new, something different to them, that will really wow them. And I think when you walk around here and you talk to people, the first thing they tell you is the buzz, the energy is what they love, about being around. Yeah.
Love it. So this sounds all great when it's good. And the story sounds inspiring, being in an art gallery, and look at where you are today. But I'm sure somewhere along the line it's been going up and down and going all around. How did you find passion in those times?
It has. I mean, it's also like basically in many times, like a lot of businesses, it's about also defining your business model, defining where the company is heading and what kind of impact or you're trying to make, on your audience, on the region, etc. So across the way, obviously, like there's many bumps and that we've had, but also we were able really, like 2 years ago, to kind of establish StepGroup, which is we added StepFeed.com and YallaFeed.com to the company, which made us a new media company. So when I say new media company, it's a kind of BuzzFeed, Vox, Vice, etc. What you see in the US, that's what defines a new media company. And what we're building here is it's a similar model for the region. Essentially, this is the business aim, but from if you ask me as a young Arab connecting with my fellow Arabs, the main factor there is to really be able to change their perspective or enhance their perspective instead of change it, because they really lack the right knowledge in many places. There is information out there, but it's stuff they connect with and stuff they relate to. And I'm talking about the 15 to 25-year-old kind of crowd, that's basically half Saudi. There's a lot of that's needed to kind of restart the Arab dream or
So Step is about restarting the Arab dream in a way.
More or less. I mean, if in one way or the other, like down the line, the vision, like what we're trying to do is that it's about the impact that we make on people through the day-to-day content that we do to help them become more aware, change their perspective, and become more ambitious in one way or the other. And not in a direct way. So it's more really like if you read the content on StepFeed, it's funny, day-to-day, enjoyable kind of content. But there's a lot of things that our audience gets from it when they emotionally connect with the experience.
Passion is purpose in my book, and the reality is what you're doing is you're serving a purpose, and this is what makes you passionate.
Of course.
What I like though is that you seem to be very disregarding to the challenges in a way. So in a way you're like, okay, I'm dealing with what I've got to deal, but you immediately transform the discussion from the challenge to I'm focused on the big picture.
There's a lot of challenges. If you want to talk about challenges, I mean, in a region where see, the region in the Middle East, you can be in the US today and have the chance to make it global, to grow faster, etc. But being in the region allows you a chance to have an impact on an entire 300, 400 million people economy, right? And audience. So, but the challenges are huge right now. I mean, given the economic situations in here, Saudi, etc., and being a startup as well, you're having to present triple figures, etc., the growth year on year. At the same time, you know, looking at an economy that's kind of like shrinking, right? So this is one of the challenges of many others. I mean, as a startup, from day one, the odds are never on your side, because how many startups failed out of the ones that succeed. But I think being agile, being resilient, kind of like understanding, you know, how to shift and change and evolve over time is important in one way or the other. But the region gives a great opportunity, and Dubai is the opportunity in the region. Okay. If you ask me if Dubai didn't exist, I probably wouldn't be here, to be honest. Like, Dubai has given given us as Arabs the chance to you know, breathe and have some hope and be able to see that light at the end of the tunnel, you know.
I love it. So basically, in a way, what you're saying is, because of you first seeing the big picture, staying focused on that big picture and grabbing the opportunity of the existence of a certain space that would allow you to do that is a
you have to at the end of the day, I think you have to have like a proper business model. You have to have a certain market share that's clear where that's coming from, but that's never clear from. It sometimes is, but it's less likely to, like, I'm telling you now, it sounds like it was all set up, but no, like, it took time to, you know, to put the things together over time, to understand, you know, okay, how this relates to that, and how we become a new media company and how they're able to grow. I would say like maybe not until a year ago is when, you know, we became very clear in terms of what we're doing, you know, where we're heading, what we want to achieve.
It's okay to be unclear sometimes on your
passion.
As long as you see the big purpose.
You have to, as I think as an entrepreneur, you have to always kind of like look ahead and kind of try to move things around to get there.
Move things around to get to your passion.
Get to your passion, yeah. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks.
Passion. What do you think? I would really love to hear your opinion. So if you found this episode as useful as I did, leave your comments on the blog below. And if you'd like more tools, tips, techniques, and exclusive interviews that I only share on my website, go to Moustafa.com. And until next episode, live passionately.